Sarah, are you really planning to have this baby?
Of course, that's why I came back to my parents' house to prepare for the birth. Are you still against me having this baby?
Obviously, you're already a 40-year-old hag. Having a baby at your age is ridiculous.
That's a horrible way to put it. You're talking about birth risks, right?
The chance of having a disabled child when giving birth at 40 is about 15 times higher than at 20. It's 1 in 42. I already thought I didn't want kids, and now I'm supposed to be the parent of a disabled child? No way!
We don't know if the baby will have disabilities yet. There's a good chance it won't, and besides, this is your child.
Sure, there's a possibility, but if the baby is born disabled, I'll be stuck with it. It's better for both of us if we divorce first, don't you think?
I can't say I don't understand your feelings. I know you weren't enthusiastic about having children, and raising a child with disabilities would be challenging. But this is still our baby, Michael, our flesh and blood.
Exactly, but what about you? Can you really raise a child by yourself after divorcing me? You quit your job when we got married, so you're unemployed now, right? You have no income, no career prospects at your age. How is that fair to a child?
I've been thinking about that ever since I decided to have this baby and you brought up divorce. If we divorce, I plan to stay at my parents' house and look for a new job. There are social programs for single parents, and I'll use whatever resources are available.
Well, if that works for you, I've got nothing more to say. I don't understand why you'd want a kid that badly. Is being a mother really worth throwing away your marriage?
You're right. I think it's a difference in commitment. I don't blame you for that, so I'll accept the divorce. But I do want child support.
It's still my kid, so I'll pay child support. At least I'm being responsible about that much. All right then, let's proceed with the divorce. Make sure you handle all the paperwork properly.
I'll take care of everything. You don't need to worry about the details. Okay, goodbye.
What are the odds of running into my pregnant ex-wife at my new job? I mean, my ex-wife who was pregnant. You know what I mean.
This has to be some kind of cruel joke.
What's with that attitude? I'm trying to be friendly here, but you're acting so awkward. Come on, we're adults. We can handle working in the same building.
Of course I am. It's awkward enough that my ex-husband is at the same workplace. Especially since our divorce involved our child. As a mother, this isn't exactly a pleasant reunion. Why are you acting like it's no big deal?
Come on, we had an amicable divorce, didn't we? There's no reason for you to hate me. We both got what we wanted. I thought we ended things on good terms.
Huh? Are you serious?
We both agreed to the divorce, right? If it wasn't amicable, what was it? By the way, did you end up having that kid? I bet it was disabled, right? I mean, with those odds we talked about.
Her name is Emma, not that kid. And she doesn't have any disabilities. She's perfectly healthy.
Oh, really? She's healthy? That's good. I guess you got lucky with the odds. And Emma's not a bad name.
Thanks. Are we done here? I can't stand talking to you anymore.
Huh? Why so? I was just making conversation. We're gonna be seeing each other around here.
Emma is my precious daughter. How do you think I feel hearing you call her disabled or that kid?
Hey, it was just a joke. Don't get so angry. You were always too sensitive about everything.
It might be a joke to you, but to me, it's absolutely unforgivable. Someone who didn't have the commitment to be a father and abandoned his child wouldn't understand.
Wow, your words are really harsh. Sorry, I'll be more careful. Let's just forget about it. We're gonna be working together now, so it would be awkward if we're hostile, right? Can't we just pretend the past is the past?
I'll have necessary work conversations, but I'm not taking being a mother lightly enough to just forget about you insulting my daughter. If you understand that, don't talk to me unnecessarily at work.
Wait! I'm not contacting you for no reason. I wanted to ask you something.
Ask me something? If it's work-related, ask at the office.
It's not that. It's about kids.
Huh? Kids? You mean Emma?
Well, not Emma specifically, but, like, your thoughts on having kids? I was wondering what it's actually like. How is it?
You're incredibly insensitive. How could you think to ask me something like that?
Wait! I didn't mean anything weird by it. I'm just genuinely curious about what having kids is like. I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
You said you weren't interested in children, didn't you? That's why you divorced me. You made it very clear that you never wanted to be a father.
Well, a lot of people around me have kids now, and it seems nice.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
When you were pregnant, there was the possibility of having a disabled child, and I wasn't interested back then. But now I'm starting to get interested. I haven't told Jessica yet, but I want to have kids with her.
Stop making a mockery of this. Children aren't pets. You're interested now, so you want one. How can you say that when Emma exists? You already have a child. You abandoned her.
I'm sorry about that. So, what's it actually like having kids?
I can't believe how insensitive you are. Besides, it's impossible for you two to have children anyway.
Huh? Why? What do you mean it's impossible?
Not only because you easily abandoned Emma, but Jessica can't get pregnant.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, she didn't tell you? She had a hysterectomy after getting sick years ago.
What?
I'm really sorry. I didn't think you'd be this angry. Please come home already.
This isn't something an apology can fix. Why didn't you tell me when we got married? You never mentioned having a hysterectomy when we were dating either, did you? How could you hide something this important from me?
But it's a delicate issue for a woman, you know? Even though we were dating, it wasn't easy to bring up. And you weren't interested in kids anyway, so I thought I didn't need to mention it.
When I asked about your scar before, you dodged the question. If you told me then, I wouldn't be this angry.
It's hard to talk about. Saying I can't have children anymore is pretty tough. Do you know how devastating it was for me to lose that ability?
Then why does Sarah know? You hid it from me!
Sarah found out during a company trip when she saw my scar at the hot springs. Back then, we were just boss and subordinate, so I didn't think it was something to hide.
What the hell? I was thinking I wanted to have children with you! All this time I've been imagining our future family together!
I'm sorry, but you're being pretty contradictory, too. You divorced Sarah because of the child issue, right? That's why I thought I could marry you. And now you're complaining about kids. I'm the one who's confused. You can't blame me for thinking you never wanted children.
I didn't think I'd want children at this point either, but people change, Jessica. I'm not the same person I was before.
Then what about Emma? Why don't you get custody of her?
Huh? Is that okay with you? But she's not your biological child.
I don't like it, but fighting over this or getting divorced would be just stupid. And even though we're not related by blood, she's still your child, right? I thought I'd given up on having kids because I can't get pregnant, but I'm not completely uninterested in children.
I see. I don't want to divorce you either, and if you're okay with it, I'll try talking to Sarah about it. What's gonna happen to me? Will I be arrested? I'm Emma's parent. That can't be possible.
Even as a parent, you don't have custody, so it's a real crime. And you even scared Emma. Emma is only 2 years old. Don't think you can get away with giving her a traumatic experience that could last her whole life.
Please, give me a break! I never meant to scare Emma. I didn't think it would become a police matter.
Regardless of what you think, a crime is a crime. We victims don't need to consider the perpetrator's circumstances. You made your choice when you decided to try to steal. and no longer needs my strength. I want to continue protecting Emma